If you want to learn what's stopping you from achieving your most important life goals, we're going to talk about that in this video, so stick around. Hey guys, Jordan Ring here, author and destiny catalyzer. I help people figure out their life purpose with the power of self-discovery. Today we're going to talk about what's stopping you from achieving your life goals. And usually what that is lack of action. So today we're going to talk about 5 action roadblocks that you might run into. Let's dive in. The number one thing that might prevent you from taking action and therefore achieving your life goals is not thinking that you're good enough. Now this is a common one. A lot of people run into this. I've run into this at various times, but it's something that can prevent you from taking the action that you need to take. So ask yourself, is this preventing me from taking action? Do I think I'm not good enough at something? Is this why I haven't gotten started with doing what I want to do? Am I just waiting until I'm good enough to start? Because if you really think about it, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Yet it is something that blocks a lot of people, and as I said, even me, thinking that I'm not good enough to do the thing that I want to do, but you're never gonna know if you're good enough, and you're never gonna get better unless you start. So, take action. The number 2 thing that's stopping you from reaching your goals and not taking action in the first place is maybe you're fearful. And in truth, there are a lot of things to be afraid of. Maybe it's not worth my time. Maybe I will fail. Maybe people will hate what I put out there. Maybe I'll put something out there and I will hate it. There are so many different fears that you could have, but is fear what's stopping you from reaching your goal? That's a question only you can ask yourself and ultimately answer. But it does depend on what your fear is. But if fear is stopping you from reaching your life goals, do yourself a favor. Take action. Don't let it stop you from taking that action. Take that next step and take a little bit of action today. The number 3 roadblock to action is comparing yourself to others. Now this one is a tough one to stop because we are all doing this all the time. The only person that we should really be comparing ourselves to is ourselves, is our past selves. Am I improving? Am I better than I was yesterday? That's where we should really stop the comparison. When you're thinking about how other people are doing, don't let that stop you from taking action and moving forward. You may not be at the same place as someone else, and that is totally okay. Just start to make your own progress today. The number 4 roadblock to action is that maybe you struggle to get started. This is a common one. A lot of people deal with this all the time. I still deal with this myself when I'm working on different kinds of projects. Moving to my desk, sitting at my computer, and starting to write, sometimes it's hard to do. It's hard to make that first little step. And it's something you have to continue to overcome each and every day. The number 1 way to overcome this roadblock is to not rely on motivation that's external. You want it to be internal. You want it to be from your own desires and what you are working on. I am working on this, or I am starting this because it's something I really want to do. If you're comparing yourself to others, if this thing is something someone else wants me to do, or if I want to do this because it's gonna make me look good in someone else's eyes, think about those things as not the best motivation, and those things are only gonna contribute to your inability to get started. The number 5 roadblock to action is that your goal is not specific enough. If you don't know where you're going, how can you know when you get there? Again, if you don't know where you're going, how can you know when you arrive, when you get there? How can you know that you actually completed your goal if you don't know what that goal is? Make sure your goal is specific. You can think about SMART goals if you want. We're not going to dive into that in this video, but the first letter S in that SMART goal stands for specific. You want your goal to be specific and be something that you can actually reach for so that you can measure progress and so that you can know whether you're actually going to get there or not. Make sure that you make your goal specific so you can know the right things to work on towards that goal. I hope you enjoyed those 5 roadblocks to action. Hopefully that was helpful to you. I want you to get started right away taking action. If I talk about anything, it's how important action is, and taking those small little action steps towards progress. That is actually an action step and is actual progress. It's the best way to learn. It's the best way to move your goals forward. So if you have any questions on that, please drop a comment below. Otherwise, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more. We'll see you soon.